Alright everyone, welcome back. Recently, Kwebbelkop, who has been a massive YouTuber for over 10 years now, has gotten into a lot of drama and controversy, and really, he can only blame himself for it. So as you should all know from my previous video talking about Kwebbelkop, pretty much recently he's been switching up his content to where it is completely 100% like AI generated. Meaning that his voice, his face cam, the editing, like literally everything, and I mean literally everything, is AI generated. Which a lot of people think is horrible, including myself. Like, I don't really think that AI generated content should be the future of YouTube, and I don't think anyone else does either. However, Kwebbelkop, on the other hand, as we're going to be discussing today, thinks this is an incredible step in the future, and you know, like having robots take over YouTube content is a great thing, and it's something we should all be prepared for. Well, pretty much today we're going to be dunking on Kwebbelkop because obviously, as a lot of you should know, that is a horrible thing to think. That's a horrible way to think. Thinking that robots should be taking over YouTube content is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This is literally a creative field where the whole point of YouTube is for a YouTuber to connect with their audience and the audience to connect with the YouTuber. That's the main reason I started YouTube, is so I can make content and connect with an audience, which I've been lucky enough to have done. Like, I've been lucky enough to do that on my main channel, my second channel, and I'm trying to do that with this channel as well. I reckon the whole point of people watching YouTube is that there's an actual human being there, like you know, like who's actually making the content. So if you're playing a video game, for example, which is what Kwebbelkop used to do, like I don't know, you might have been playing Minecraft all day, and now you just want to go back and, you know, sit there and watch someone else play Minecraft. And that used to be Kwebbelkop for a lot of people, but, you know, not really anymore. Because as you can see by a clip that I'll play on screen right now, the guy literally just isn't there anymore. Like, it's not him. When you look at a Kwebbelkop video, like the voice is now all robotic, and, you know, like, it feels fake, and the thing is that it is actually fake. Like, that's why it feels fake. Now, I went over this whole situation in a previous video, like I stated before, so if you haven't watched the whole Kwebbelkop situation, you don't really know what's going on, I'd highly recommend checking that out and then coming back to this one, because that'll give you a bit more context on what actually is going on. Now, as you've probably gathered from the first minute of this video, I'm not really a huge fan of this new change Kwebbelkop is making, where, you know, AI content is his whole thing now, and he only makes AI content. I feel like AI can help out with YouTube content in the form of, like, making titles and, you know, making thumbnails to an extent. I feel like AI can be very helpful, actually, and I've used it myself. I'll be completely honest, I've gone to ChatGPT and, you know, asked for, like, title ideas and, you know, descriptions, all that sort of stuff. You know, the sort of stuff that really doesn't need to be humanized when it comes to making YouTube content, because, to be honest, there are really some things with YouTube that don't really need human input. For example, like I just said, making titles, thumbnails, descriptions to an extent. But I think where Kwebbelkop is getting it wrong is that, you know, he's making his entire channel AI generated, which I like from his perspective, right? He's the only one benefiting from that. So of course he's going to be on board with it. You know, he's making the videos, he's the one profiting off, you know, the completely AI generated content. So fair enough, from Kwebbelkop's perspective, it might actually be a good decision. But from his audience, who's been supporting him for like 10 plus years, imagine you just randomly see this guy change and, you know, like, he's not even in the videos anymore. You wouldn't really want to watch his content anymore, would you? So yeah, I think the way Kwebbelkop is going about it is pretty horrible, and honestly, his thoughts and opinions about this whole thing on Twitter kind of just make this a whole lot worse. I've got a whole lot of tweets lined up from what Kwebbelkop has said, like, in response to people not liking this AI content, and we're going to be going over them today because people really aren't happy about it. Pretty much for every single video that Kwebbelkop has made since he's gone to this AI generated, like, Minecraft, like, Roblox sort of thing, his videos have been getting completely dislike bombed, and I don't have any screenshots to show because unfortunately YouTube like to, you know, hide the dislikes, and I have to download Google Chrome extensions. It takes a while to set up, and, you know, like, I can't actually show, but the view to like ratio can pretty much sum it up for you. Like, this guy gets 50,000 views and 600 likes. I mean, that kind of shows that there's a lot of dislikes there, and, you know, people aren't really receiving this well. But unfortunately for Kwebbelkop, he isn't really that self-aware, and in these tweets, which I'm going to show in a second, he tries to act like the people actually enjoy this sort of stuff. Kwebbelkop, I don't think anyone can sit there listening to a robot playing Roblox and, you know, and think, you know what, I really enjoy this, I can connect with this robot. Again, like I've said, the whole point of YouTube is to connect with a creator. How are you supposed to connect with a robot that doesn't exist? It just doesn't make sense, bro. So here's what Kwebbelkop has been saying about this. But actually, firstly, before I talk about that, I just want to talk about his new profile picture. I mean, like, need I say more? You can have your own thoughts and opinions about the whole LGBTQ and all that. I don't really have a problem with it, but I think that this kind of sets a precedent, right? Like I just said before I talk about this, I don't have a problem with the LGBT, but people who, like, change their profile pictures to it and make it their whole personality, like, okay, bro, I think we're taking it a step too far. And I feel like him making this his profile profile picture kind of dehumanizes his platform even more. I mean, like the whole AI space is so left-wing. And again, I don't want to get too political in this video because this really has nothing to do with politics. But bro, his profile picture just kind of shows like how dehumanized he's becoming. The LGBTQ is so like left-wing and all this sort of stuff, and people who are like, oh yeah, we should support it. Like it is very left-wing. And here Kwebbelkop is, you know, like making his profile picture that because AI is very left-wing. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I feel like this contributes to the dehumanization of his content. But anyway, Kwebbelkop's Twitter account is actually also run by AI, so a lot of these tweets probably aren't even made by him, but let's just go over them. A lot of people seem to hate on Kwebbelkop AI. It's soulless, in quotes. No one will ever watch AI content, in quotes. Gonna say this one final time, Kwebbelkop AI is not 100% AI. So all the comments about how it's soulless and how it's AI make you look really stupid. Okay, so but there's a lot more to go on with this, but firstly, so all the comments about how it's soulless and how it's AI make you look really stupid. Kwebbelkop, your whole channel is literally AI. What do you mean the comments about how it's AI make you look really stupid? So pretty much what this guy is saying is that me commenting about how Kwebbelkop is AI makes me look really stupid. Well, I mean, I don't really think so, because your channel is AI. You literally said a lot of people seem to hate on Kwebbelkop AI, self-proclaiming it is Kwebbelkop AI. Now, this is probably a typo, he probably didn't mean to say that. But mate, this whole tweet makes you look stupid. But this is a thread, so we're gonna keep watching it. Saying how it has no personality or that it's lazy shows that people really can't distinguish between man-made or AI-made. I mean, there is no personality in your content. Like I said in my last video about this whole Kwebbelkop AI thing, I tried to watch one of your newest videos, like one of your newest Minecraft, Roblox videos, I can't even remember which one it was. But I was trying to watch it and I just couldn't connect with the person behind the camera because there is no person behind the camera. Me saying that there's no personality is true because there is no personality behind the video. It's just an AI. It's generated completely from AI. Then he continues to say it's literally man-made with some AI to capture the Kwebbelkop brand, but all because there's an illusion of it being AI and it being in the name. Okay, so then you're lying about it being AI? I don't know what this guy's trying to say. So it's man-made with some AI to capture the Kwebbelkop brand. The Kwebbelkop brand is just completely AI then. And it isn't man-made because, bro, there is, like, the voice is not yours, the face is not yours, so what part of it is man-made? I guess the script could be man-made, but then again, like, I mean, there still really isn't any personality because you aren't saying the words yourself, you aren't doing any of this sort of stuff. People have had the same problem with, like, the Reddit text-to-speech channels that were popping up a few years ago. Like, this is the same problem, Kwebbelkop. Yeah, sure, there's a person behind the screen writing the script and all that sort of stuff, but when it's a robot who's reading out, like the Reddit stories or, like in your example, playing the games and, like, giving commentary, if there isn't an actual person saying all this sort of stuff, reading the script and doing all that sort of stuff, there's no personality in the video. It is void of any personality. So yeah, sure, you might have scripted the video, but that doesn't mean that it's man-made. So please reflect back on your predisposed notions in regard to content on social media. Kwebbelkop AI is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Get people talking about AI content creators. A solid checkmate from the team there. 200 IQ chess move right there. I mean, it's just not. This guy's saying Kwebbelkop AI is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Getting people talking about AI content creators. I'm pretty sure that is just a lie. Mate, we all know what you want Kwebbelkop AI to do, and that's just to make you as much money as I possibly can before people start to realize that AI content is horrible and, you know, everyone's gonna stop watching. I don't think you really care about the advancement of AI and, you know, oh, you're gonna get people talking about AI content creators. We all know that you don't actually care about that. All you're really trying to do is just to get a few easy views for like a year or so and then just retire because you've already got enough money. The thing is that Kwebbelkop doesn't actually need the money, and I think that's kind of obvious. The guy has 15 million subs. He's been doing this sort of stuff forever. I think the main reason that you're doing this is just so you can retire for a couple of years, get a few more millions in the bank, and, you know, you'll be right after that. But to sit here and dishonestly say that you actually care about like AI content being a thing in the future is just unreal to me. Hope this makes sense to some people. I could literally upload a video filmed with my phone right now and people would say it's stupid and soulless and say that it's AI. There is no turning back. Burn the boats. This is the world that we live in. I mean, I don't think if you filmed a video on your phone of you speaking, people people would think it's AI. I mean, the reason people think that your content is AI made is because you literally have like one of them Apple 3D like profile pictures as the person who's speaking in your videos. And the fact that your voice is completely AI generated. I don't think it's very difficult to tell that your content is AI generated. I mean, considering the fact that you literally say that your videos are AI generated. If you were to make a video of you speaking, people wouldn't think that that's AI generated. Now, although Kwebbelkop is pretty delusional in this situation, I can agree with him that in the future, we're probably not going to be able to tell whether some videos are AI generated and whether they're not. Give it till about 2030, and I genuinely think that like you can watch a YouTube short and not realize that it's AI generated throughout the whole thing. I mean, I made a video just the other day speaking about it with Joe Rogan, like as the example, and you know, talking about how he literally had a clip made of him saying that he hates Andrew Tate, and I actually believed it for about 30 seconds. But with Kwebbelkop's content, that just isn't the case, bro. It is so obvious to tell that it's AI generated, and it makes the video soulless. It really does. It is void of any personality. And that's the reason everyone has with this content, and the thing that I think his name's Geordie. I don't think Geordie really understands that. He can sit here and say, oh yeah, but it's not completely AI generated, you know, we do the script. The script doesn't mean anything, Kwebbelkop, when you're not the one who's actually, like, reading out the script. My goal from the start has been to get people to start talking about this. Still going as planned. I don't think that that's been your main goal. I reckon your goal has actually been to just, I don't know, make money and, you know, just get the word out there. By the way, can we talk about this for a second? 169,000 views and 34 likes. That is unbelievable, bro. That is when you know that the things are starting to go bad. Now, after this thread and after people completely flamed him in the replies, rightfully so, because he kind of really wasn't making any sense with all of this, he decided to put out a poll, and this poll is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, who is actually for AI-generated YouTube videos? So we've got, I love it, I hate it, I'm not sure yet, and you lot can already see the results. I'm not sure yet has 9%, okay, sure. I love it, 3%. I hate it, 88%. Jesus Christ, that is worse than I thought it was gonna be. Now I'm gonna read out a tweet for you, like another tweet from Kwebbelkop that he made 3 days later. Receiving critique/hate for something I love doing reminds me of the good old GTA 5 racing days with the boys. Now I'm gonna stop you right there. I think there's a difference between making completely AI generated content as something you love compared to you making GTA gameplay videos with your face in it. People hating and critiquing you for just making videos of doing things you love, like for example making GTA videos, is pretty cringe from the people that hate you for it. But people hating you for making AI generated content is a completely different ballpark to actually making content. The reason people were hating on your GTA 5 videos back in the day is because, oh, they might have been a bit cringe, you know, you might have been screaming a bit too much. But people hating you for making AI generated content isn't hating you for something you love, it's hating the fact that people aren't seeing you anymore, that there's no personality in your videos anymore, it's just a character. Anyway, it continues to say, I would post a video and get one of my first virals. The comments would be filled with people calling me a PewDiePie ripoff, telling me to stop screaming and more. 99% negative comments and tons of dislikes. I have a vision and I'm sharing it with the world just like back then. Can't wait to see where this goes 5 years from now. I love this, gives me so much energy, PMA. Okay, well, look, you can be passionate about AI content if you want to, but at the end of the day, people can critique it, and it's not critiquing you or your personality, it's just critiquing the fact that your content is horrible now. But anyway, just going back to this poll, right? Like Kwebbelkop a few days before this and a few days after has been talking about how, oh yeah, people, but he's literally been saying that people have been receiving feedback from his team and whatever. They've been receiving feedback from his videos, and they've been saying that they actually like the AI generated content. While considering this poll that has nearly 5,000 votes, which granted isn't a lot of people, I don't really think that that's true, Geordie. I just don't, I don't see how an 88% to 3% on your poll can be at all a good sign that the people actually like your new videos. So yeah, now I'm going to turn this over to you guys who are watching this video. What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think AI generated content is good? Do you think Kwebbelkop's making a good decision to switch his entire channel to AI content? Or do you think it's a bad thing? Let me know. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and yeah, I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.